Abaddon. Abaddon. And I will put in your numbers. I mean, you put them there in the first place. So you should feel the great shame of putting that on your name. To be fair, Abaddon, it's going to be taken everywhere, right? You need to choose that. Can you tell us what the numbers are? Or did you just punch number pad and that's what came out? What's the etymology behind that name? I am marginally curious. Let's go, robot friend. Playing with robot largely because I want to be risk-averse. I measure my worth as a human being to how well I can streak and slay the Spire. So I don't ever want this to say nothing but zeros again. So maybe we get robot up to 1 or 2, and then we can risk silent and risk the ironclad. But that requires the robot to win first, so let's go. What do you offer me, Niao? Love 100 gold, love a boss swap. Love a random rare. Even upgrade a card is pretty good for the defect, but there are better options here. So what is the layout like? Tell me the merchants, tell me the rest sites, and let's have a look-see. Early shop for the 100 gold. You could even 100 gold into elite, upgrade, and out. I really, really like that path. Although, if things go really badly, what's our chicken out strategy? The chickening out means dropping 2 entire elites, which is grim. Could we do better than that? Mostly because without numbers it was taken, but the other is just a silly number game. I don't want to talk or think about. Okay. I can get behind not thinking. It's pretty tough. I quite like all 3 of these. Is there a decent path that avoids this shop altogether? If I go this way, I am absolutely making this happen, so I could always pick up a potion to force this to work for me. I can't imagine getting this far and not going this way, so I think we just take the 100 gold, even though I'd love a boss swap. Yeah, give me 100 gold, let's go. Strictly better to take that that way, because, you know, we have this option, whereas we don't have the option here. Take the strictly better route, even though it probably won't play in any way. Ah, I see. So this is how we play things. This is how we play things. Alright, wonderful. Kill you, and you know what? We'll kill you while we're at it as well. Didn't like taking that damage, but there was nothing I could do about it. Is there anything I can do about this? Scrape is just 7 damage, 1 energy. The draw and discard is of no real concern to us here. Turbo and hologram don't really achieve anything right now, so it's scrape or nothing. I don't really like that scrape, so let's be greedy and say no. Do I really feel that way? Turbo hologram. They just don't do anything right now. I want them later, but I just don't want them now. You might think, ooh, turbo, you know, turbo's great, right? Lets you play your hand. Well, not necessarily. We draw turbo together with Ascender's Bane, it makes no difference. To be fair, that's not a lot of draws, is it? Yeah, okay, we'll take a chance on turbo. I don't like it, but... oh, it's not gonna happen, right? Never happens. Could just see it all happening in slow motion, so I could... Right, how are we looking at this? Do I just want to deal damage, or... I don't want to take damage, that's for sure. I'm just contemplating the dual cast versus the not dual cast. Advancing the fight versus not advancing the fight. The ultimate claw deck. We didn't get claw as our turn 1 card, so ain't happening. Ooh. How much does he block for? I think he blocks quite a high amount, right? It's block 9. So we have to deal 20 damage. That makes it more possible with the dual cast draw. Well, no, of course it was never possible because, yeah, not happening. That's only 16. On the plus side, we can defend, we can defend, and we can defend, and I could turbo dual cast. So I will. Now anything kills him. Even a strike. Even a strike. Alright, crappy potion, small amount of gold, and I love chill, but I think we have to take ball lightning. This deck needs to do some damage somehow. Chill is a huge help against the sentries, and there's a very high chance that we're seeing the sentries around here, but we need to kill things, so it's ball lightning. How How much health am I willing to throw away here? I will click once. Oh, that's a very good relic. Normally you see strike dummy and you think, yeah. But you know, we got all these strikes and having them up to 9 damage is going to be very good against the gremlin orb. And although I wish this thing was called Ball Strike, we still come out on top with that. Excellent. Alright, let's put that 100 extra gold to use. Flame Potion is looking good. Barrage is not. Go for the eyes is not really. Wow, what a crap shop. Of course the mirror is here with nothing that I want to mirror. Blur yourself. I'm trying to think here. How have you gone for Ball Strike there and not Lightning Strike? Because nothing here says lightning. Yeah, this is awful. And we're about to run into 2 elites after our final easy combat, which could also have a potion. It's not likely, but it could. The fire potion is for sure purchased, but what else do we do here? Those strikes that have 50% extra output right now are surely going to carry us a long way. Am I so desperate that I would pay for charge battery? This is the path. There's no shopping opportunity for sure, so I have to ask myself, do any of these cards help me out here? Double energy absolutely does not. The boot. So much extra lightning orb damage. No, it doesn't work on orbs, and I think you know that. Defect hates his strikes, and I would actually be removing a strike if I didn't just pick up the strike dummy. I'm going to need those strikes to kill the elites. I haven't added any block. I think I need that charge battery, even though I don't want it. I'm very, very unhappy purchasing this thing. Like, extremely unhappy. Alright, let's move, I guess. Unless I want to remove a defend. Am I that degenerate? Nah, not with Guardian coming up. The static lightning is super bad in my opinion. Static discharge, it certainly has its place. But that place isn't here. If you can take the chip damage, then yeah, you can convert it into output. And this thing destroys the heart. But we don't have the makings for that. I'm not happy not using this money. This means the Niao bonus has done nothing for us in this act. So I really want to put it to use, but it's difficult to think how. Barrage is not the answer. Go for the eyes probably isn't the answer. Is Good Instincts the answer? Zero cost block. I've already got turbo though. A remove, yeah, what do I remove though? A defend? It's also, if I take a card reward here, and this is sentries, we have a really nice setup with 15 cards. That's good for the reshuffle against sentries. Remove zap? You are off your rocker. We're not removing zap. Our deck might suck, but let's make it better, not worse. Remove the strike, and I'm sure you'll get better attacks. Yeah, it's one energy, 9 damage. That's better than scrape. And I think we need these strikes. Let's imagine we fight Gremlin Orb. We're doing 9, 9, 9, 9. Fit in some 3s across there. Ball lightning for another 10 or so. Does he die? If I remove a strike, definitely not. Fire potion there for insurance. Ugh, I'm unhappy about this. Let's go. Well, I'm not much less unhappy. Save me. Thank you. Hey, charge battery value. Hey, turbo value. So close. Be gone. Okay. Ooh. Doesn't play that much right now, but it'll really help out in the sentries fight. I'm taking it. The Ancient Potion stops us from becoming vulnerable from Gremlin Orb. It also stops us from getting strength down from Luggy. Only one of those is particularly relevant, and I'd still rather have the skill potion, I think. Alright, I'm a bit committed to these two fights. Let's go. It is luggy. That at least gives me time to set up. I want my defrag down, and I want zap down. Hopefully I get both next turn. I get neither next turn. Okay, this is quite bad already. But turbo at least lets me play hand next turn. Shuffles in a void at a very inopportune time as well. There's no way I don't play hand here, is there? He's going to wake up anyway. It's just a question of is this turbo worth the strike, because it is going to get that void, and I will draw that void. Yeah, that's to do 9 damage. I think I'd rather not. It's not even 9 damage. It's no, it is 9 damage. We get the full payoff. I think it costs me a bit too much later. If we're off by 9 damage, by the way, then you can say I told you so. Hey, Turbo! Turbo lets me play hand, and that void becomes a much later me problem. Oh, I like that. Alright, survive another rousing round, and this should be okay. Take 10. I have the extra energy, which is quite thankful. Do I deal 9 or do I deal 9? The world is full of difficult choices, isn't it? And that should be the game, set, and match right there, because we have bang, 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 I shot you down. 30 health doesn't feel good, but it feels a lot better with a lizard potion. Fear potion beats skill potion for Kremlinob, but not sentries. Let's see what the card is first. A second ball lightning, you say? What about Meme Cell? Meme Cell makes those strikes hit a whole lot harder, but again, the sentries are going to ruin my day. 50% sentries, 50% luggy. Not luggy, Gremlinob. The Gremlinob fight looks a lot better, frankly. I like the Beam Cell making my strikes go from doing 9 to doing 13. They need to be drawn together, though, and I already have Turbo, so there's some counter synergy there. I might actually be taking a second ball lightning. I really don't fancy my chances here. That lizard tail might be being used as ablative armor. I think I delude myself into telling myself that it's Gremlinob, and then I take the Fear Potion and the Ball Lightning. I'm not happy about having 2 Ball Lightnings, though. I mean, long term, it's pretty bad, but now time is pretty good. Stop! Trade your face! Can't really afford that 7 hit point. So this is a lie. It is not 50% good, 50% bad. It's 40% good, 40% bad, 20% caca! So the good faces are a lot better than the bad faces are bad. The bad face is Gremlin Visage, and I forget the other one. Oh yeah, there's also like Enlothy thing. Anyway, one of them makes you weak on turn 1. The other one makes the next chest you see empty. But the good ones give you +1 max health after every battle, or 50 gold for every question mark that you enter. So the good is far better than the bad. And we get the bad. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, well, we just lost a relic. I mean, we gained this relic, but we lost a relic that can actually do something. Oh no, my delusions did not pay off. They did quite the opposite of paying off. Do I turbo to zap? I think I need it. So we made all the wrong decisions then. Face trade and whatever this is. I think you have to eat my flame potion for me to live right about now. Perhaps we should see where the jewel cast lands. That means I could actually strike you and flame pot you. That seems even better. And then I can save 5 here. And the fight should be pretty won. Need to block this, which I might be able to with Defend Charge Battery. Defend Charge Battery. I didn't want to take any of this damage. I want you dead and life is good. Ah, life is very good. And so we've won. Winning is good. Because no matter what happens, my orbs kill you next turn. Alright, that probably went better than Gremlin Orb ever could have. Our reward is garbage. The Strike Dummy is doing all of the heavy lifting, by the way. Unfortunately, this isn't called Cold Strike, it's called Cold Snap. Still going to be our card pick, though. We're playing a lot of orbs, and we do have a little bit of focus, which is good. At least it's a small chest, and at least it had some gold, so let's look at the positives here. Probably have to rest, but I do need this thing killed. The relic support is garbage, but we do have we do have the lizard tail, so we don't need to worry too much yet. And I want to upgrade my defrag here and then get out. Getting out sounds good. But yeah, dying early is bad. Unless you're telling me that the lizard tail is so good that I should just take the risk of losing it to heal more by the end of the act. But I think that's delusional. This fight against the Guardian with this mediocre deck that I've put together looks a bit grim. On the other hand, this could be Luggy refight. And if it's Luggy refight, the defrag plus helps out a lot, but I don't want to die. Alright, Lootar. At least I can defend, and this is a quick fight, so just play everything. Damn, my lack of static light. Oh, crap. You're not dead, are you? There's no way I play this. I need it for the knob. That's 9, and 7, which is 18 and 7, which is 25, and 9. Oh! Run your numbers again, Jake. 9 and 9 is 18, plus 7 is 25, plus 9 is 34. Well, isn't this nice? Love my orbs. Give me back that gold and give me some options. If only this was Rip and Tear Strike. I gotta say that skin looks a little bit better with the turbo, but not much better. Also a little bit better with the charge battery, but not much better. Reinforced body is better than my defense, but not much better. Ceramic Fish is like plus 200 gold. How is that back? 200 gold? How many cards are you taking? Sweet Jesus. Now, skim this. Yeah, I agree that skim this early is questionable, but my deck is pretty horrendously poor. I'm looking at that Rip and Tear, but I don't know. It's only 14 damage on 1 energy, and I think we're relying already quite a bit on orbs. Reinforced body. You know what? I'll take reinforced body. Ah, it is Luggy. Well, I'm going to regret not upgrading my thingamajig. I think we just play Cold Snap and pass. It's not going to wake him up. It does 6 plus 3, which is 9. That will wake him up. I'd rather get other things in play. Where are you, defrag? Oh, jeez. Defrag, please. You know, defrag, ball lightning, zap. How about that? There's defrag. There's zap. Unfortunately, the defends are here, which do the opposite of helping me. Might have worked against me considerably. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. Do we full block or do we get the lightning damage going? There's no question. What an immense card we just added to the deck. Oh, and look, we can play hand and worry about problems later. Then we get the off turn, which is more than welcome. And then hopefully we kill you. Might take a bit to kill you with that strength down. Ooh, Void is here. We don't like you, Annoyed. 7 and 7 and 4 is not quite enough. Am I willing to vulnerable pot you here? Because taking this damage... It's not a lot of damage. And in fact, it's barely any damage. No, because of the void, it's actually a bit of damage. So we're actually blocking 10, 11, 12, 13, taking 7. 7 health worth that potion. I don't want to rest again, but I think I might be, given the way this is going. Or the potion. I am saving that potion. Alright, now I want you to leave. Post-haste. Ah, the Horn Cleat. That's fantastic. Oh. There's a tiny opportunity for that to work, and it opens up Snecko Eye like nobody's business. It's a bit of a brick, but I'll take it. Rest again? Oh, I don't like this. I really want my defrag upgraded, but I'll upgrade it for the Guardian. Horn Cleat is immense, though. Right now we got 2 relics doing all the heavy lifting. Strike Dummy and Horn Cleat. Advanced combat, as long as it's not something like Red Slaver Slime, we're fine. It's triple lousy lice. They're not even that aggressive. Ball Lightning, reinforced body for full block, but I could also... Yeah, no, we're fine. I like full blocking. I like it when I full block and keep energy for next turn as well. Nice! I'm weakened, but let's not worry about things like that. And then we get the block for this turn, which is extremely welcome. Yeah, in fact, it's a full block if we take out someone doing 7. Or 8, for that matter. Life is good. You tried, Lightning. You could have tried a bit harder, though. Infinite everything. Alright. Get money, get options, contemplate the cold snap. So we've got Ball Lightning, Cold Snap, Meteor Strike. We've added a lot of things that make orbs, and that's probably not a problem. Because evoking orbs is, for lack of a better term, good. There's no way it's not defrag, right, with all these ball plays? Howdy, Andarius. How goes? Did you help Mummy measuring things in the garden? The Guardian? Ooh! Early defrag, you say? Alright, well, he does destroy, which ruins my day, but maybe I can ruin his day. I gotta deal 23 damage this turn. Never doesn't happen, does it? Never didn't happen. That turbo could cause me issues down the line, though, so the alternative thought is... No, it's just Meteor Strike, isn't it? Yeah. Enjoy, Guardian. I'll enjoy having 1,000,000 energy and no card draw. 1,000,000 energy, no card draw. I'm okay taking a bit of damage here, I guess. Because he does his spin out and I can reinforce my body no matter how it plays. Sure. Yeah, it's a character agnostic streak at the bottom. I don't care about rotation. Because rotation means I suddenly have to think about Watcher, and I don't want to think about the Watcher. Just in general. Trying to think how much I care about that plasma. With such a little draw, the answer's probably not much, but he is coming in for a big nasty hit next turn. And there is a void in the draw pile, so I probably care about it a little bit. But I also love having passive damage. Calipers would be nice. Let's put out the lights, get a nice moody attack here. Yeah, there's the 5x4 and there's my extra energy payoff. Lovely. 777. Never fails. Void. I want the void when I have my plasma. There's the void and there's my plasma. Unfortunately, evoking the plasma doesn't give me enough to go meteor striking, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Frankly, it doesn't achieve much, does it? Nah, we need to get some damage done here. Fight's getting a bit awkward, isn't it? I'm not really advancing the fight, and he's advancing his way down my gullet. Those things evoke for 7 block, you say? Well, I'm not chewing through this guy, that's for sure. It's getting awkward. He's even got a Siphon Soul me. Good thing I... Siphon Soul? No, it's Steam Vent. Weaken Vuln 2, which is pretty bad. I'd rather he wasn't doing that. Maybe we should not let him do that. Orb I want at the front? Dunno. Don't really know that I care. That was poorly ordered. I think I should have struck first. Oh well. This is probably a better setup overall. The 10, 14, sure. The lightning strike, sorry, the meteor strike was clouding my judgment overall. Well, we actually have Turbo Meteor Strike for next turn, which amuses me greatly. Have a nice trip, Guardian. I don't think he will. I think he'll have a remarkably bad trip. Don't worry about the damage. We get quite a lot of healing next turn. Just set him up for the kill. Set him up for the kill. Alright, awkward fight, no doubt about that, but we got through it, preserving the Lizard Tail. We got rid of Enloth's Hungry Face at the expense of a relic, and it doesn't honestly look like we've lost a relic. No potion on 7 days, unfortunate, because potion chance resets between areas, and I think that's a core surge to be sure. There's no way in hell we take Hyper Beam with as many orbs. Better hope for some energy. There is an idea to take Rainbow, but I think I generate enough orbs as it is, whereas core surge opens up based cognition. Not really in a position to want those curses, having not opened up a chest that has any relics in it yet. There's no curse synergy. Not a big fan of the Philosopher's Stone, but I suppose the Horned Cleat makes it a little less awful. We don't even think about Tiny House here. Yeah, Philo Stone, I want that energy. Guan. So long as we have Frost, we can Stone. Let's not overestimate the Frost that we have right now. We have 2 Cold Snaps. That's in no way front-loaded. I would honestly like a Chill Plus. And we need more focus. But if we can Frost focus, we can win. I am stinking rich, and the shops are early. Well, isn't that a happy coincidence? We don't have free pathing, of course. The Spicy Elite remains unkilled, and I think the Spicy Elite's going to have to wait till Act 3, because I would really, really like to spend my money. This is awkward, as it always is. This is a lot of mutually exclusivity with rest sites and elite slaying. I would quite like to take a path like this. Then we get upgrade, elite, upgrade. And then we can make a judgment call between elite and further upgrade, and even make a judgment call about this shop. Question marks late are more opportunities to get Colosseum. That Colosseum did end one of my runs earlier, but no buts. Alright, let's be rich. Let's no longer be rich. Well, that's unpleasant. How much damage am I willing to take here? Reinforced body for 3, of course, helps out a fair bit. I'm not sure this defrag can be played here. I think it's a ball lightning reinforced. There's a lot of problems here. On the other hand, maybe I can't afford not to do it. Unfortunate. Take my 10, get my good block this turn, and then hope that I can play hand. Turbo's starting to feel a bit like a why do I have this card situation. I want to deal 34, but no more if I can. 6, 7, 13, 24, 9. Wait, don't tell me I'm one off here. I don't want to hear that. That's 18, 27, 33. But surely the lightning will come and... Oh, right, one of these will evoke. Gets him every freaking time. It was all part of my masterful plan to destroy the mugger at the start, because he does more Wait, what is this? Don't screw me, game. Don't like anyone who tries to screw me. Alright, there we go. Get me my money back. Get me a particularly unpleasant potion. Stack Plus ain't all that bad, really. It's a good block card. Yeah, Stack Plus. Card spam. Powerful block card. This is probably one of the worst events in the game. Probably is the worst event in the game. Take 1,000,000 damage or get a curse. There was no escaping this. There was no way we're getting through this act without a question mark. Forced. That's not strictly true. We could have avoided all question marks and not gotten this. Alright, lose 20 health then. I guess I'm okay with that. It does make the Lizard Tail a little stronger. Yeah, Lizard Tail's going to heal for 2 or 3 more. Happy times. Anyway, let's hope for Lee's Waffle. Oh, that's even better. The Runic Capacitor. Unless I die, then it's not better. Glacier is here. Glacier is good. Runic Capacitor, Glacier, card remove. I mean, that's getting bought. There's no question about it. Can I buy these two together? That would require 246. Yeah, I can. Art of War and that. We're forced into an elite. Of course. Yeah, I mean, Art of War is so good for Defect. Glacier is so good, but I do severely need draw. Is Master Strategy better than Glacier Art of War? That's difficult. That is really, really difficult. I can't have anything with Master Strategy, right? Not even the Glacier. Glacier's 1,000,000 block. I already have Defrag Plus. Art of War is 1,000,000 energy. We don't play... Well, we do play quite a lot of attacks, honestly. Don't screw me. Don't play attacks. Get hexed for not playing attacks. You're the boss, game. You're the man now, dog. Alright, thank you, Horned Cleat. Yeah, those days, they never hurt, right? And then, oh, you are a piece of crap. Make me vulnerable and hit me for 10 by 2. How much of a piece of crap are you? Can I get through this through either killing you? Well, no, the Meteor Strike has no energy payoff right now. I play it now. I deal 27, 37, 47. Okay, then it's a block game, isn't it? It's not that bad, right? We got block for days. But I was still rather hoping you'd be dying. Oh, but you are dead. Okay, nothing to worry about then. Donk. Alright, mediocre money and things I don't want. We've already added so many cards to the deck. We shouldn't really add anything unless it's incredibly good or it draws. So, Skim would be pretty good. Overclock Plus would be okay. Overclock Minus, no. Bias cognition I want, or any kind of good front load. But none of this. That's all gash. I want that rest. Do I get that rest? Have to remember, they're all Philosopher's Stone juiced up. If only we didn't have that capacitor, Jake. The capacitor is just too damn good in the long run. It's a capacitor plus that plays itself. You ever get a power and you think, I wish this was a relic? Like a demon form or rupture. You're like, ugh, it sucks because I have to draw it and I play it. Yeah, well, just having these 3 extra orb slots, it can screw you if you need to evoke and you don't. But we have so many ways of generating orbs now. You have to imagine we'll be okay. And I do have a good imagination. Horned Cleat. Thank you. What do we have? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. Stop dazing me. Eh. Well, yeah, it's going to stop dazing me. Thanks, Horned Cleat, for doing nothing. Core Surge. I'm already frail, but it's not a huge deal. Never was. That said, I'd still rather block, wouldn't I? This will give me 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Not good enough. I'd take it all. Don't want to take damage if I can avoid it, and I still don't have my defrag? Where you at, defrag? It's tempting, but no. Oh, that. I was wondering how Frail would play into stack, but it plays, well, I guess exactly how you expect it to. Defrag keeps me just fine right now, so let's not worry about anything, frankly. It'd be pretty difficult to take damage in this fight, but if there's a way, I'm sure I'll find it. I think I found it. Awesome. Alright, could you kindly die now? Thank you. I have to be wary of being too greedy here. Genetic Algorithm is a fantastic card, but I have some difficult fights ahead of me. It's a great card, but I really don't think I can. Our fight is the Automaton, which is unfortunate. I wish it was Champ. Champ I could outscale pretty well. The Automaton's going to be a problem. The darkness of those slots could cook something good. Attack with Art of War. The capacitor actually means it takes a long time for me to actually get that orb slot front. If I was fighting the Champ, I would take this and Champ would die. But we're not, and as I mentioned before, I'm in dire need of cards that draw for me. Do we have anything upgraded outside of stack and defrag? We don't, but on the other hand, we don't particularly need anything upgraded. Our deck is weak, man. I actually want Pandora's Box pretty badly. And a Toxic Egg would go a long way as well. No AoE, right? Enough lightning orbs will feel like AoE. Oh, there's the thought. I'd quite like electromagnetism if I can continue to be greedy. Well, if there's one fight you don't want with the Philosopher's Stone, we're looking right at it. Fortunately, I can block. Unfortunately, I need to break Art of War if I want to make any progress in this fight, which I do. Is that true? Think what that extra energy could do for me. Not as much as dealing damage. I mean, the extra energy would mean, I don't know, I play, ooh, think what it could do for me. I need draw so badly. Close, but I'm still taking something here, aren't I? Should have maybe considered using the Fear Potion on this one. Still considering. Still considering, by the way. Needs to die. Yeah, defrag going where it belongs, which is the bottom of my pile. This reinforced body. What am I looking for here? I'm looking to hit 40. Well, 6 7s are all I need for that, right? Not that there was anything else particularly worth playing. Ah, fantastic. Alright, that could have gone a lot worse. And hey, I was saying I was behind in upgrades. Ooh, that draws. But that is kind of like draw. Retain hand. Only a small chance of finding pyramid. Equilibrium looks good, but that cool-headed looks very good. Especially since the cool-headed can upgrade to become active draw. Equilibrium, on the other hand. Ooh, baby. That could keep some really good cards in at a very good moment. That said, there's a lot of not good cards here. Cool-headed into upgraded cool-headed? Yeah, it has to happen. Not great, but okay. Right, we need to upgrade probably that cool-headed. And then we're still on the hunt for a way to win here. Maybe this chest has what I need. Active draw is good. Big chest. Okay, maybe I don't feel too bad about Endless Hungry Face. WinCon. Right, now we need to just make a bajillion block and we win everything. But it needs to truly be a bajillion block. More frost, more focus, and we win. Alright, it's that simple. If it's that simple, then what is the expected value of this elite? It's a better shot at a rare card, like based cognition. But it could be death by slavers, which is probably too big of a risk to take. What if we were to go this way and then take a couple shots at Colosseum? I think I'm pretty bad at the slavers fight, really. The front load isn't there. Well, that's not true. That's not true. We've got the fear potion for front loading on slavers. And I suppose front loading in the Colosseum. I'll take a chance on the Colosseum. We can also rest here because I don't think there's a priority upgrade right now. Yeah, everything's just a little bit of output, which is not truly what we're looking for. We need scaling, and scaling right now is focus. I would probably not even take a capacitor if it was offered. Capacitor takes too long. We need instant focus. Yeah, so biased cognition is my biggest win condition right now. Yeah, none of these things upgrade tremendously well. Even the energy save from Zap and Dual Cast looks a bit iffy with Philostone and Art of War and Turbo Plus. Yeah, nah, it doesn't happen. Alright, let's take a chance on Colosseum and hopefully don't die to it. Uh-oh. Sorry, Calipers, I tried. Dangerous fight, by the way. Extremely dangerous fight. And it's not getting any less dangerous. And there'll be somebody out there saying, I told you to take the AoE from the card, Jake. Well, guess what I didn't take? Oh, you screwed me! I wanted to hit the back cultist. Oh, this is quite bad. Getting screwed. Feels bad. This is getting out of control. Just have Turbo Plus, I suppose. Right, you need to be gone. Funnily enough, you guys also need to be gone. And I need to not be dying, please. Stack coming at the completely wrong time. Alright, at least you're dead. Now the fight should be well under control. Excellent time to draw the void, by the way, when it can't do anything. Dual-wielded fear potions. Do I even have a power? Oh, I got defrag. In your head, you're thinking amplify the defrag. It's too free focus, but what really happens is I don't draw them anywhere near each other. Or I can't afford the energy to do that. There's only one card that Amplify works with. So I'm looking at this Skim instead. The Skim could well be doing with being a Skim plus. Merlin says Capacitor. I would like you to put into words why you think Capacitor is the right choice here. I am curious to explore your mind and see where you think Capacitor empowers me. You're probably thinking along the lines of, you make a lot of orbs, more orb slots, more output from those orbs. Not an incorrect assessment, but Capacitor is another card I have to draw and play, and it's not going to pay off for like 4 or 5 turns. And I need to get off my feet a lot faster than that, especially on A20. Yeah, Chumro, you're right. Capacitor with Frost is good, but I need to live long enough to make that happen. I think Skim is the right choice here. Yeah, you don't not Skim with Turbo Plus and the Philostone and the Art of War here. Yoink. I'm getting fairly kicked here, but I'm quite tempted to upgrade that Skim. Ugh, I can upgrade here if I survive this, but I want to survive this first. It's a lot of resting I'm doing. Where's my resting build? Writhe. I do not want an innate curse, much as I would like another relic. Ugh, Cultist is back. The Chosen is back. A lot of things that are back. Nah. This is quite bad. Okay. This doesn't even do anything. At least the Horned Cleat will continue to dig me out of my grave here. A little bit. Only a little, though. Caliper's value. You need to die approximately now. 4, 4, and 8 is 12 and 16. With some good lightning damage, you will die. Similar things could be said about me. Ah! Well, isn't this happy? You are dead. I'm thinking if I want to cool-headed here or not. A lot of dazeds coming my way. I've already broken Art of War. But more Frost. We're taking 20 here. We have 7 and we have 12 here, so let's just take Nepwa of damage. What could I draw that would be really bad right now? Oh, thank you. Makes my life somewhat better. A lot of dazeds waiting for me, but it's my problem. Could draw Turbo. I was thinking of Turbo, but it is not here. And would you look at that? 20 block with 16 incoming? Was there something to worry about here? Do I block to Caliper, or do I worry too much about what it does to my draw pile? Because this guy, he can come in with a big nasty, like a huge attack. What is it he goes for? 21? That'll do 30 next turn. Which I don't really have the block for. And I can't kill you. So I don't want to screw my draw just in case. Or on the other hand, I want to amass. If the worst thing he can do is 30 to me right now. 31, maybe even 32 with a Philostone. Oh god, he's buffed strength as well. If that's the worst thing he can do, then maybe what I want to do is Caliper as much as I can. But that makes it 2 turns that he can screw me, so don't embrace the being screwed. Oh, thank you, Artifact. And thank you, 20 passive block. And now you do me a good favor and you freaking die. Any attack kills, like this one. Focus. Scaling. That loop's a little heavy, and there are certain ways that it can really hurt you, but I struggle to think of any situation we have right now. It's not going to out-Automaton me or anything like that. Trigger the passive ability of your right orb. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Makes calipers work even better. Double energy. If I had more draw, I'd think more fondly of double energy. Also, it was double energy plus, I'd think more fondly about it. But currently, draw is still my biggest issue. With the Art of War and the Turbo Plus and even the Meteor Strike, energy is not so much the concern. But draw and just passive output still is. I'll take the loop and I'll take the focus. Colosseum? Colosseum! Alright, if we don't die here, we get a massive power boost. Massive. What is it? 100 gold, 2 relics, good card reward. But, of course, 2 very aggressive slavers have a thing or two to say about my ambitions. Really nasty things to say about my ambitions. Yeah. Well, good thing I have Lizard Tail, and it's a good thing that I have Horned Cleat. Art of War versus damage. The decision is made. It was always violence. Was it always violence? Defrag reinforced body, 3, 7, 21. I could do slightly better than that, but I'm not sure I like it. For example, I can evoke that for 7. That's not really better. Feeling pain here. Not a lot of pain, but still pain. You shouldn't be struggling at this part of the Colosseum. The struggling should come later. That stack helps out a lot. I like being helped out. The Lightnings don't want to play with me today now, do they? Come on, game. You don't have to be like that. Now you get out of my face. And now you get out of my face. Alright, they're down. No reward for me, because I'm a weakling. I need the real challenge if I want the real reward, and there's no way you go this far without taking the real reward. Gremlinob and Big Slaver Dude. Of course, Gremlinob is unhappy at my reliance on skills, and I'm reflecting on my lack of front load for this. Taskmaster buffs up in strength, so does Nob, especially when I play all my powers, so I need to consider what I'm doing here. Yeah, it might be Vuln Potion on Gremlinob to get him killed as soon as possible. And he does need to die as soon as possible. Skim for Artifact. I was going to skim. I'd rather get 2 cards and a Frost than 3 cards. Well, there's some defensive play for sure, but I think it's Cold Snap Ball Lightning Strike on Gremlinob. Because he does need to die. I'll take a little bit of damage. What does he do to you with this? Oh, his wounds, of course. That's all he ever does. There was an argument about skimming and hoping for turbo, but it was hoping for too much. See, it's not here. Once again, my Horned Cleat is saving me all 14. The vulnerability is quite bad, though. I was hoping Nob could have been dead by now. He is, however, dead by now. So that's good. So now there's no penalty for playing my skills, and the Taskmaster is already dead to rights. Love it when he's dead to rights. He's going to need his rights read right about now. Alright, shower me in 100 gold. That was a dubious pick. If there's ever a time where I need to stall out a fight, the Mercury Hourglass could actually work against me. For example, amplifying self-repair. But it's still probably positive now. Normal enemies drop 2 card rewards, and this is garbage. Is it? Am I winning against the Automaton? He's pretty powerful. And I have not found any way to scale up my defenses. Yeah, the scaling was not found this act at all. In fact, this is all we added to the deck. And it sure as sugar isn't scaling. Focus Potion might be enough. Yeah, that Focus Potion's getting deployed. Dark Orbs are a boss killer, but they suck a bit in the hallways, that they do. I'm just contemplating if I have to take this Doom and Gloom to kill the Automaton. It's 42 block per turn. Yeah, that's pretty good, but it's not enough. It also wouldn't be 6, it would be 7 or 8, depending on if I upgrade this loop. Yeah, we can also evoke more of them as we go along, but... also, I still need to kill them, of course. And the Automaton does scale up over that fight. Yeah, take the Doom. You've got nothing to lose, but the Wind Lobby has a lot to lose. I'm not so sure about the Doom and Gloom. I still don't really want it. I might need it, though. That's the question I'm juggling with myself here. I take it and then upgrade my loop. With reinforced body after the orbs, it's 90 blocks sometimes. Yeah, but the deck's quite unwieldy. I still didn't have enough draw, and I have all my base cards clogging me. I'd really like to not have these strikes and defends. Especially the defends, I'd like them gone. Given the strike dummy, I probably preferred getting rid of defends over strikes. Well, then there's Art of War to consider. There's a lot to consider. I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions, but none of the directions are particularly strong, which is what feels so bad about all of this. I don't like it. I have Lizard Tail as backup. I'd rather not have to use it, but I would really quite like that loop to help me out a lot more. Yeah, not a single claw has been offered, let alone chosen, so that's quite good. Well, we can start getting orbs on the go on the double, which is kind of good. Was stack better there? I don't think either way we would get... Oh, well, I want this deployed no matter what, so... Could have had minuscule caliper value there. Ah, Glacier's here already. That's quite good. And Reinforce beats the other stuff. And Art of War is here. Alright, I guess we Mercury Hourglass our foe to death. Wonderful. Oi, I needed that. Why couldn't you have taken... No, there were only good things there, I suppose. Play hand except not turbo, which is not really playing hand. Yeah, I do need that back, though. It's a matter of priority. I guess calipers could be considered my scaling solution here. Maybe I should have thought a little bit more about that before going gung-ho. I want that back. Alright, feeling confident about the fight now. It's a shame that it cost me a very powerful potion, but I did not want to... Thunk! I did not want to... Thunk. Evidently, I didn't want to think. Whatever. Maybe not quite so whatever's here. That's blocking it. Art of War. I need to move this thing to the front. Ever so slowly. High Ascension, he does not get knocked out for a turn after Hyper Beaming in a very tasteful Pokemon reference. We're caliper gaming now. We're big time caliper gaming? No, I need to move this thing to the front. That's what Glacier's for. That's what the Mercury Hourglass is for. I'm unhappy about that. Maybe Cool-Headed Plus comes in to help. I'm not really using this caliper, the Art of War energy, which is sad. I could do with an ice cream. Yeah. Alright, now objectives survive until dual casting this kills him. Or at least brings him close to death is good enough. Time for you to die. Yeah, close to death is essentially dead. There's a strong argument that I didn't even need the focus potion there, but without having rested, I was not up for taking chances on that. Wow. I already know it's biased cognition, but that's a very tempting electrodynamics. My damage output is just not there, but there's no way I say no to 5 focus, no downside. It's done. Oh. Oh. Snecko, my beloved. Snecko with Meteor Strike, Snecko with Glacier, Snecko with Doom and Gloom. The extra draw is fantastic. Because the alternative is no potions and hallway fights murder me. Think of all the 3-cost strikes. Yeah, the strikes and defends, a lot of things work against it. But Meteor Strike alone with Snecko Eye, you don't say no to it. And I did say when I picked up that Meteor Strike, this opens Snecko Eye in a big way. Okay, we don't have free pathing here. We must take on the Spicy Elite. So we have to go this way. Oh no, what a shame. We have to go rest, Elite rest. We don't even have to go on the left side, but I think we want to go rest, Elite rest. Rest, Elite rest. The relic bar doesn't look really all that enviable right now. I would quite like to do some early shopping, but... You know, with this amount of money, but how bad could this fight really be? If it's Reptomancer, the answer is deadly bad, because Reptomancer tears through Lizard Tail. But... yeah, I'm sure we're fine. We don't have to take the fight is the thing. If I'm believing that Runic Capacitor, Horned Cleat, Calipers, Snecko is strong enough, then there's no need to take any chances in this act. And it is pretty strong, especially now that I have my based cognition. We will contemplate this part. We don't have to take this fight. We do have to take this one. And Reptomancer could be so terrifying that I don't even want to take the risk. Possibly. What if it's burning Repto? Then God have mercy on us. Yeah, 0-cost defrag. I want that Core Surge down regardless, but next turn looks a bit iffy. Oh, more than a bit iffy, it looks horrific. There you go on then. Yet another amazing showing by the Horned Cleat, given I'm looking at 52 incoming. Ah, bias cognition with no downsides. Well, the downside is I have no orbs in play. That's a pretty big downside. Do I just block 21 here, blocking 35 against 52? And this is not pleasant. Well, we're not here to have a pleasant time. We're paying our Snecko attacks early. Bias cog with no downside, but also no upside. Alright, here were all my delectable orb cards that I was waiting for. Delectable. Gotta love having those 8 frost blocks. No other character can have the passive output that the robot can. He's just too bloody good at it. Skim? Skim for what? Anything. And nothing. Grabbing ourselves an all-for-one would be great. Yeah, I'll get right on that. I'll just summon an all-for-one. That's how it works. Take a guaranteed kill if you don't mind. There were probably plenty of guarantees there that I was being blinded into not seeing. Right, but on the plus side we have the rare relic, the rare relic prayer wheel. Difficult to say. Which doubles our chance of finding the good stuff. Oh, aggregate. Fission. Hollow plus. That's a potential win condition with Snecko. And you never turn this down with Snecko. Yoink. Gotta be very, very wary of making my deck heavy. Heavy with lots of cards, rather, not heavy with high-cost cards. I know you see Sunder, you see Snecko, you think instant pick. But in Act 3, I'm not so sure. It does really help against Repto Lady, that is true. Fisher must be that card that has the biggest gap between normal and upgraded. All depends on what the use is. It's still a pretty good card if your orbs are not very high value. It's still a pretty good draw and energy card if you've got all those crappy orbs. And let's say you're relying on big, heavy Hyper Beam or Reprogram, then suddenly those crappy orbs turn into draw and energy. It's quite good. Still on the fence about that Sunder. I'm going to go against my own... Am I really? I do seriously need to consider solutions for Reptomancer, and Sunder is one of them. Sunder and Knife get at least all my energy back. Potentially more. Unupgraded. Ugh. No, it doesn't do what I need my deck to do. Oh, but it solves Repto. Well, it doesn't solve, but it helps with Repto. Makes my deck kind of fat, though. No, we don't do it. Trust your instincts and kill the Orb Walker. Oh, there's 100 good ways to kill the Orb Walker, that's for sure. Blech. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Let's do it again. Blech. Alright, with 1,000,000 energy, no matter how bad Snecko draws me, life is still good. Not that we really need to think about anything, he's dead. Blech. I like not having any side quests to care about. Oh, Cultist Potion. In a long drawn out fight, that's a win con. Second Glacier, yeah, we take every Glacier we see. Ah. That is a damage solution. Especially combined with the Cultist Potion. And we do not have difficulty playing lots of orbs. Funny looking Outbreak run. What are you talking about, Azura? Outbreak was many hours ago, like 20 hours ago. It might be a little early for that Barrage, but Barrage is kind of annoying. You want it right at the end, but it's pre-upgraded, so I probably take it. It's a lot of output. Yeah, at least we're beefing up stack here. I said I didn't want to weigh my deck down, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, well, let's weigh it down even more. Random cost, but still good. Yeah, think of the fish value. Maybe I really am going to get the 200 gold out of the fish. We got 135 so far. Panacea is extremely tempting because it gives me another opportunity to get the artifact before the based cognition, so I think I'll take that. Master Strategy is hard to say no to. Although Purity could get rid of garbage in long drawn-out fights. Nah, it doesn't happen. These ones I think I pass on, though. Yeah. Double event, or do we take advanced combats now? We've got to take combats when we have Prayer Wheel. I am bleeding, though. I might have to rest here. Fortunately, there's nothing that's a priority upgrade. Yeah, Skim is nice. Master Strategy also nice. Biased Cognition, very nice, but I don't want to die. Even though we have Lizard Tail. Uh-oh. Very angry Jawworms. Ludicrously angry Jawworms. Biased Cognition with no payoff. Holy crap, am I dead already? That didn't last long. Yeah, that did not last long. Oh yeah, I gotta grab the key here as well. That is certainly bothersome. That's quite bad. Danger, danger. Very high voltage. I am living, right? Right. 7, 7, and 7 is 21, and 21 is, not living. $21 and 21 is 42. Means I'm taking enough to die. Cool-headed might draw me some block at 0 cost. I think that's the thing I have to rely on here. Unless, no, charge battery is the same amount here. There's no dying happening either. Oh well. Heh! Never wasn't there. Whew, man, I'm getting roasted here. Master Strat at 0 cost, lovely. Loop at max cost, a little less lovely, but I probably still take it. Or we reinforce for calipers. Well, no, not really. Quite bad. Quite bad indeed. The loop is quite nice, but do I need this extra block for next turn? Yes. Extremely angry Jawworms. Ye gads, man, do they ever stop? Turbo at full cost, lovely. I can't even Meteor Strike Glacier here, which is extra sad. Stack, on the other hand, is a 1,000,000 block. So I could actually Meteor Strike Stack, and I'd be fine-ish. That didn't land where I wanted it to land. And I can also skim for more opportunities. Ah, opportunities. Lizard Tail's still hanging on in there. Hopefully the next event isn't a fight, and hopefully these guys die. Ah, dying. Dying is good when it happens to others. Uh, 9 and 12 is not enough. But I'm blocking this anyway, so bleh to you. I'm using the artifact to block the individual focus down rather than the overall bias. Okay, Liquid Memories is a great get-out-of-jail-free card. Another Glacier. Actually, yes. With Snecko Eye, you want as many Glaciers as you can fit in your pockets. Not really sure I want another hologram, though. But Glacier, yes. You might look at that Blizzard and think that's a win con, but our deck is too bloated to rely on a single card for that. Please don't be a combat, let me rest up. Okay, well, fortunately it's not going to hit me with that. I'm going to Panacea it away for free. I have to get my defense erected pretty lickety-split here. Yeah, it'll try again, but not this turn. It'll attack, and then next turn it'll go for another grabby grab. So I was guaranteed to be safe with my Horned Cleat, and now I make decisions. Decisions like how much... Oh, I can block it again. That's adorable. Being adorable is good. Glacier was 2 cost. Or would I rather just lay the smack down on this guy? The lightning doesn't do much damage. There's also the thought that, nah, just screw it. Glacier. Glacier is good. There. Thank you, Calipers. Alternatively, we just biased our way out of this problem. Biased is good. Damage is debatable. There we go. Now it ensnares me in its incredibly unthreatening attack. Yeah. Turbo, help me. Turbo doesn't help me. Gives me 1 extra energy. I still can't defrag Meteor Strike, which is what I wanted to do there. Meteor Strike doesn't solve any of my problems, though, so I just do this. Get a little bit of cheeky damage getting in there. I outscale him in this fight, so I'm not terribly concerned. Eh. Is that all he does? Oh, right, he's got a quick tackle and a smash. And one is just decidedly better than the other. Interesting. I would want hologram, but our choices for hologram targets are kind of poor. Maybe not poor enough, though. Watch this. Oh, I didn't realize he was on Death's Door. I was going to do that in Glacier for energy and all would be well. This is a skip, and this is still a skip. Why is the hologram not being upgraded? 2 0-cost Snecko Draw holograms is infinite, and with Calipers it's true infinite block. I can block up to 999 and win any combat if 2 holograms draw at 0, which is a 1 in 4 and 1 in 4, so 1 in 16. But it can still happen. All right, resting, please. Do remember that I need to recall, but we have a lot of opportunities, so for now, let's just focus on not dying. Now, the big question. Do I take on the chance of Repto? Because I think Repto is the big problem here. Of course, the burning thing could be Repto anyway, so it's a question of getting out of this expected value, making the best choice possible. If you get Repto now, the Burning Elite cannot be. Yeah, but currently the Burning Elite has a 1 in 3 of being Repto. No matter what this is, I'm either facing Repto here or I'm facing a 50% Repto. So the question is, what can this thing drop me that makes me so much better? And I can't think of anything. I think we actually cower away from it. And then we take the single 1 in 3 chance that it's Repto. And if it's Repto, we still have a lot of ways to deal with Repto, but it's very high risk. Whereas if we do that elite fight, even if it's flawless, what does it get us? Well, we're not really looking for a new potion. When it comes to cards, another biased cognition, electrodynamics. And bearing in mind, the Mercury Hourglass works on normal enemies, not elites. Not Mercury Hourglass, the prayer wheel. I think we cower out. Take the coward route. And then die to whatever this is anyway. Hello, Writhing Mass. Writhing Mass is a pretty good matchup for us, so no need to worry all that much. We block, and we block, and we... this is going to block whatever you do to me. What is it? What are you doing? Weaken Vuln. I don't want to be Weaken Vuln. Change your tone. What does that also do? Oh, it was just some artifacting bits there. Am I blocking this? Not really. But you could hit me even harder. What am I looking for it to do? Maybe I should just accept the 9x3. I want him to do attack, defend, which would be great. But this could go a lot worse, so let's just accept what we have here. You could drop the freaking boot. Just what everyone asks for Christmas. With calipers, I don't see a good reason not to just reinforce my body. However, hologramming zero-cost glacier could be considered even better. Could be. Now it's doing that block and defend thing I was asking it to do. Yeah, just do that every turn and I'm happy. Heck, even that's not too bad. 13, and what's that? That's 6 and 6, huh? 12, yeah. But we can add some block on top. Could also master strat into something good. But I like the idea of just taking it easy, right? There's absolutely no reason to rush this. Yeah, no reason. Is the plan to kill it with hourglass? No, the plan is to erect a frozen wall that he cannot get through. And that plan is coming along quite well. Very well. I have enough block that I can doom and gloom and then play cold snap if it's nothing good for me. Yeah, that's fine. Is it fine? I could take a chance on the curse, or he ruins my bias. Never happens. Never happens. Just delude yourself. That's how you win in this game. That's how I win in this game. So finally, we were able to preserve our artifact to having ridiculous amounts of focus now. And I like ridiculous amounts of focus. Now we caliper our way to victory. You might get a turn without attacks. Yeah, that might happen. I hope it doesn't happen, because that would suck for me. But surely it doesn't happen. Surely we just use all the glaciers we added to move the Dark Orb to the front, and then we eradicate him. Eradication is good. Nice little slippy attack at the bottom there. Not sure I've seen him do that before. Alright, so now the Dark Orb powers up. It might be quite a while before we get an opportunity to do that, so... Reinforced body will get us everything we need. Sure. Why were people worrying? Some weird people in this world. Yeah, with loop, that Dark Orb goes insane. So I might not even need to dual cast it. In fact, I really don't need to dual cast it. How would you like to die? He's not actually hurting me right now, so let's not take a risk. On the other hand, we could take a risk. Yeah. Strength potion is pretty worthless to me. So is this. And so are these. A little late for an extra cold snap. That didn't really pay off. Recalling, healing. This might be Lee's Waffle, so I'm going to hold off on the healing. I really would like to upgrade Bias Cognition. I'd really like to upgrade Panacea for even more artifact. Has to be focusing on the focus, right? Wait, what? Okay, I thought that was a question mark chest. I mistook you with that. Alright, no matter how good this is, and it's completely useless, we don't take it. Now we have keys. I need to kill you and recall on one of these. But please give me Lee's Waffle. You don't give me Lee's Waffle. Give me All for One, which is pretty hardcore, though. Return all the zero-cost cards to your hand, and it's on sale as well. Jesus, thank you very much. We need to start removing these god-awful strikes, though. Start, right? I mean, when do we continue this removal? Act 4? Orrery is pretty good. But there are a lot of really, really, really good things here. All for One is great. Incense Burner is great. Happy Flower is kind of good. Orrery is amazing. Card removing is good. I'm not skipping out on that, though. I think I have to say no to the Incense Burner, as amazing as it is. And it's really amazing with calipers. Jeez, is it so powerful with the calipers that I abandon Orrery and card remove? Orrery is really good. I wonder if that 57.9% rare card chance factors into Orrery. I don't actually know how that interacts. I've got a better chance getting a rare card from a regular combat than an elite right now. Yeah, exactly. This can save a ton of block, but I can also just improve my deck immensely here. A second copy of Base Cognition, another hologram, plus... Ori is also gold back if I pick cards. Makes that guy who says... was it Alec? Who says I get 200 gold with ceramic fish? They can feel even cleverer. Yeah, we like clever people, don't we? Ooh. Okay, that was kind of poor. Aggregate is a game changer. What was Aggregate in the shop? I think I want that buffer. It's a difficult one to call, though. Oops. Yeah, sure, give me that buffer. Sweeping Beam, Sweeping Beam. Force Field is just 12 block random cost, but I don't think that's really what we're looking for. Boot sequence the calipers. It's random cost, so I don't trust that. Random cost 10 block isn't good enough. I don't like these cards very much. Could I card reward and take the flower? No, that's 246. 10 off. I could take 2 cards and afford the happy flower. Could also take... there's a lot of things I can take here, huh? Aggregate is a little tempting, given how many cards are in my deck now, but I worry about being able to use that energy. Is there anything worse than a strike in my deck? Not really. With the calipers and the Art of War, the defends are better than strikes, despite strike dummy. You're not wrong about the deck being bloated, but... Where? Which makes the Swift Potion even better, but these cards are... Well, the Cultist Potion's a bit debatable. But it does completely kill the heart with my Barrage. My Barrage? Yeah, my Barrage. Take 1 card, grab the flower. I'd need to take 2. You get 9 gold with Ceramic Fish, and 10 off. Does Forethought work with Snecko? It is until played. Nope. Snecko will re-randomize a card no matter what it's been set to. How about a Claw? Just the final damage to the heart? No, no way. The game is very, very difficult. Adding additional challenges on top of A20 is ludicrously tough. Is that it, though? That was such a lackluster shop. Maybe there's a random shop here. And I do still have almost shop relic thresholds. Ooh. Upgrade all cards is actually quite nice, but I would die on 23 health. Heal to Fool for a curse. If offered before the shop, I'd strongly consider it, but a rare relic could be the shovel. Know how much I've wanted one of those. Hello, Hexa Joke. I don't have a lot of health, so your divide is going to be quite pathetic. So pathetic that I'm going to biased already. Well, this is doing not much of anything, but so be it. Yeah, 3, but oh crap, you've got the Philosopher's Stone. Huh. Well, good thing Glacier is here. Very good thing Glacier's here. Thank you, Calipers. Yeah, my thinking about early bias was that Caliper's going to get me enough of this block, so it doesn't even really matter how this goes down. Well, I've got options. Which one do I like? Which one does he like? Never enough energy for everything I want to do, is there? Should have done that before the stack. If I were to add a challenge to Jake for A20, it'd be something like speed play, 30 seconds per turn or something. No, God, no. Oh, that sounds so stressful. Infinite, by the way. Absolute wonderful infinite. Hologram something, I don't really care what, although maybe something 0. Oh, hologram the void is funny, but let's not do that. Oh, barrage, how about that? Brrrt. All for one. Play whatever. Play whatever, 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 whatever. Let's do that again. All for one. Infinite. Ooh, Pocket Watch very, very, very good. 3 extra draw if I play 3 or fewer cards, and with Snecko draws that can happen very often. Potion that I don't want, and a card that I might want. Nah, the burn doesn't make it worthwhile. Alright, that was great. Now where's that shop I ordered? I don't think so. He's thinking about that actually seriously, but no, if only it was 2 weak, then Repto wouldn't be such a huge threat. Right, do we rest now or rest later? Because I do need to recall. One of these has to be the recall. I think we recall now. Okay, luck be upon us if this is Nemesis with good card draw. Luck be not upon us if it's Repto and very bad things. Giant head also acceptable. Okay, Nemesis can't hurt us that much, right? Not with all this energy. Pocket Watch is probably better than doing loop here. Yeah, Pocket Watch with all this, that's got to be good. 10 card hand. Yeah! With 7 energy on top of that, the world is my burrito. None of my real setup is done though, and he's going ham on his 8x3. I think I'd be foolish to try and Pocket Watch this. Pretty awkward cards and costs though. I need my artifact up and on the go. I need to start getting some frost going. I want to defend. This is actually quite awkward, like really awkward. I get 16. I could actually just use my buffer and Pocket Watch for another turn. I'm 1 off of my defense with charge battery here. I'd have to charge battery defend, not to blow my buffer. I think I actually should blow my buffer, because his big 45 could really ruin my day. Exception. Ooh, wow, stack plus. Wow, stack plus is good. Why don't I just stack plus then? Don't ruin my buffer and everything goes even better. Yeah, perfect. I keep underestimating stack plus. Stack plus is so good. He didn't even go for the 45, so whatever. Lovely. Also lovely. Even more lovely jubblies. And with this... Do I break Pocket Watch with this much energy? Just murder him. Put him in the freaking ground. Skim as well? Yeah, go on. What's the worst it could be? Funny. The Glacier was 0 cost. Already broken my Pocket Watch, and... Brrr. What an inspired choice that reinforced body was. I knew I'd be leaning into Frost Focus, but I figured I needed some kind of front load, and Calipers was there to make me feel like a very, very clever individual. I like feeling clever. Pocket Watch, please. But the big hit, yeah, what big hit? When does he do his big hit? I think the big hit's an illusion. Never really happens. Essentially, he's hitting me for 15 every turn, thanks to the Calipers deleting 15 of my block. But when you draw this many cards, how are you meant to care about such trivial matters? You don't. There. Probably should have defended, actually. But I didn't. I have to be careful. I once threw an A20 defect run. My first actual victorious looking, I say looking, defect run died because I thought I couldn't be killed, and what did happen to me? I got hit by the heart for 300 damage and died. Courier comes very, very late, but still playably if I get into Act 4. We have all of the keys. I took no damage, and I get some options. Truly, that compile driver is a good draw card, but I think I want that loop. I already made the other loop plus. Yeah, get in here. It's a good scaling card. Going into the boss gauntlet, doubling my health would be good. Upgrading buffer, loop, panacea. I got a lot of good upgrade targets, but I want to preserve my lizard tail for the very end. It's not like we have self-repair. Okay, bring it on. The awakened chump is here, and he punishes you enormously for playing powers. So what do? Probably play powers, lots of them. Outscale him through the power of powers. Interesting hand here. See, playing Master Strategy is essentially the same as pocket watching. And given that I can't spend all of my energy even if I tried here, because I'm not playing that strike, probably better just to Master Strat and see what we end up with. Ah, well, I'm glad we did. I think I just buffer this hit and set up better. We have the Horned Cleat for turn 2, which you could multi-hit on. The Awakened one could be a real bastard and just multi-hit every other turn. He can never do it twice in a row, but my god, can he be a sore loser. I'm gonna need some plasma where I'm going here. Kill you, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30... It's gotta be 30 damage, right? Are you gonna die next turn? Surely. Did I play enough cards there? Purposeful buffer hit there. Oh, and he does go for the multi-attack because he's a big old... Oh my god. Well, I'm glad I've got all this energy. Wait, everything but Bias Cog costs 3 energy. Holy crap. Yeah, what a betrayal. So it's probably Core Surge to kill one of you. Biased Cog, Glacier, Liquid Memories, Glacier. Is that going to be enough to get me out of here? Or can I somehow squeeze out some more block here? If I Liquid Memories the Meteor Strike, I will evoke this plasma for 2 energy. That won't really get me anywhere closer to not dying, though. Double Glacier, however, does evoke a plasma. No, it evokes a... Well, no. Double Glacier, it goes blip, and then evokes 2 of these. That'll give me 4 energy to play another Glacier. So I think we get out of here. So, first and foremost, we get rid of one of these guys and play our Bias Cognition. The question is, can I do this without using the potion, though? If I... No, because I need the Core Surge to block the Biased Cog. Because I'm going to need to not lose that focus every turn. On the other hand, we don't need the Bias Cog. The Bias Cog just ups the lightning output. So if I just Glacier, then I evoke these. There's no real pain from that. I get the extra energy, and then I can Bias Cog, Core Surge, and then even consider doing more glaciering stuff. So I think that's the best way forward. Plus, if I hit one of these guys, even better. Yeah, it never doesn't happen. And you can go straight to hell. And I power you up even more, because that's just how we live around here. And then I'm blocking 4 9s are 36. 46, 56, 64, take 4. He's mad as hell, though. Absolutely mad as a hatter. Like I said, he can be a real bastard and just multi-hit every other turn. We're relatively set up, but so's he. So we just need, I don't know, like one more Frost Orb, actually, and we win this. So no need to concern ourselves, just win. How do you get so angry from 2 powers? There was a bit more than 2 powers played. He started with 1 strength, I guess, and I think I played 5 powers. Let me think. Bias Cognition, Defrag, Buffer, Loop, and you better believe I'm playing Loop Plus as well. Yeah, don't worry. We got nothing to really worry about here. I just need to stack as much block as possible. None of these really help me, do they? Well, that's not true. Stack can help me. But could Pocket Watch help me more? I want to stack as much block as possible. Without playing that Dark Orb. Yeah, more free powers. Wouldn't that be nice? Now I'm looking at that reinforced body for stacking my block. There we go. Just need to keep our head above water against his multi-hit of death, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Am I fine here? Kind of. That Dark Orb does power up pretty fast. Do I just do it now? Do it now and cycle my orbs. I mean, I think it's pretty powerful as is. Sure. There's nothing zero cost all for one, but there's also no harm in just all for one-ing. And the loop on the Frost Orb goes... Alright, we've won this fight. Okay, I'm glad I didn't panic potion there. I stopped and I thought. Not my usual MO, that. I'll give you that. Ah. Done like dinner. We get this to the front and we cook him. Because I've got so much block, there's pretty much nothing he can do against me now. Ooh. Pretty much. I should have skimmed first. I didn't notice skim being zero cost. Not that I think it's going to make much odds. Blizzard would be good here? No, stop thinking Blizzard would be good here. Blizzard is another card that makes me slower at setting all of this up. What we have is a win condition. We have 1. We set up the Frost, we can already kill with the Dark Orb, the Barrage, the freaking Cultist Potion if we want to. What does Blizzard solve? Blizzard lets us do damage, which we already do. So we solve a problem that we've already solved, but make it harder to reach there by making it more difficult to set up my Frost focus and just generally survive to that point. You know, you slip in one bad Blizzard in my draw here, and then suddenly we're not able to do what we've just done. Once you have things solved, I believe very thoroughly in risk mitigation. So now we draw back to Dual Cast, and he dies, and there's no way he gets through my Wall of Frost before that. There's no way. Ah, there you are. I was wondering where that card was. Yeah, this is fine. Using my Pocket Watch to draw faster back into my Dual Cast. I'm really glad I got no relics to set up and no side quests to do. Because I don't want to do them. I want to do this, though. Because it feels good. What a joke, right? So don't play powers against Awaken one. No, just play all your powers. And make sure those powers are so good that you just do this. Bleh. Alright, well that's one of them down. We took minimal damage, like 4 or 6 or 8. And now we're faced with... Who am I hoping for, actually? Oh, we destroy the slime boss. Not slime boss, the slimy one. The awaken... Oh, well. Never mind, it's the shapes. The shapes are a bit of a threat, because they attack every turn. They're quite fast about it. And this is also quite bad. I drew my bias cognition with my hologram and without any draw or the other thing that I want. Also, it's 3 cost. Yeah, the slimy awakened slug boss, yes. Time Eater, there we go. That's so hard to remember. This turn sucks. Do we just reinforce body and cry? That's no setup at all. Liquid memorizing the bias in this fight is not out of the question, especially since we can easily afford a replacement potion. Yeah, bummed out in this turn 1. Also, they're already powered up with Philosopher's Stone, and now they're getting even more juiced up. Ah, that's a bit more like it. Core Surge is here, Defrag is here. I can't even all for one the hologram, because of course that also came in at a cost. Okay, don't worry about it though. We're fine. Get that down, get that down. And now I have to consider if I want to liquid memory. I think I do. Let's just not take chances in this fight. Yeah, so liquid mem based cognition. And now with this glacier, we're pretty tremendously well set up. To the point where we're all cool-headed as well. Alright, nice. Very nice. Calipers will once again come in and do good things for me. Retaining a staggering 6 block. Hey, it's not nothing. Ah, Jesus. These costs are killing me. Oh well. Keep doing what we do best. I love playing 1 card a turn. Let's do a bit better than that. Tend to target the donut because he tends to scale better than we can. Tends to. Doesn't mean it always goes that way. Pocket watch? No, not with this kind of opportunity. There's a constant fight between the calipers and the pocket watch. Play more cards to retain more block, or play fewer cards, draw more cards, and have a more explosive next turn. But I like these little fights that you do with yourself over what to do in the combat. No, there's not the energy for it. Tempting, but... With the loop and the Dark Orb in front, and Donu having the lower health, we should just be able to wait this one out. Just play that for block. Don't play that, I want the Dark Orb in the front. And even if I somehow mess up, we have a buffer. Oh yeah, Mercury Hourglass getting in there like a champ. Is there anything to even all for 1 here? Not really. And I don't want to do that, I just want to... Where's my loop, by the way? Still waiting on loop. Yeah, where's my loop? This thing's cooking slow. I thought I had loop in play. There you are, loop plus. Made me wait, didn't you? And there's the other loop still to come. Sure, I'll break through some of his stuff. Now I want to guarantee I have the loop this turn. It's okay, the calipers ensure that we're doing okay. Because this passive block falls off now. I've only got 45, he's hitting me for 50. It'd be a problem for other people, but I'm not other people. And despite what you might want, just kill him? Yeah, goodbye. Yeah. And now all you can do is block harder, you can't hit harder, so actually we outscale you just fine. Don't even need to think about anything. So, you know, just play cards. Playing cards is good. Doom and Gloom, which I do have the energy for. Blip. And get that round the front, and round we go. Frost focus builds are fun, don't you know? Maybe you don't know. A lot of people don't seem to know. He's not looking... Wait, oh, crumbs, I played too many cards. How does this happen? How does this happen? 13 cards. Oh well, round and round we go. Where we stop? Wouldn't Dono like to know? Too busy playing Claw to know about Frost Orbs. Didn't I do one Claw build that worked? Or am I deluding myself again? Probably deluding myself. That it doesn't happen, does it? Time for you to die. Oh, I didn't have enough hand space to get that card back. It's highly amusing. The barrage, that is. Honestly, a claw build doesn't need to be loads and loads of claws. It's just like 2 claws is already enough. Yeah. You just got to play around them really well. Alright, we charge our Frosty Core to the maximum, dealing fine enough damage. It's over 2,000, that's got to be okay. And we get away with not healing. Wait, no, we did heal. And we didn't need to. Okay. We are certainly on an upgrade deficit. If it weren't for the upgrades that we got on the war paint, I'd feel quite bad. That turbo has just not played in this whole run, has it? Terrible first card pick. But we turned around. Our deck was certainly quite mediocre early on. Could rest for 9, but there are some upgrades I wanted for a long time. Probably want that loop upgraded more so than the buffer. Is that true, though? Our problem is front load issues. We do not have issues once we're set up. Maybe the Panacea for 2 artifacts so that we can be a lot more confident about getting Bias Cog up and operational. There's also a thought to upgrade my draw with Skim or Master Strategy, in which case it would be Skim every day of the week. Skim is superior to Master Strategy with Snecko. There's even an argument for upgrading Reinforced Body. And it's a reasonable argument. That's a lot of block, given how I play that card. That's a really reasonable argument, actually. 2 artifact doesn't help against the heart, it does 3 debuffs at the same time. Yeah, but it'll stop 2 of them. It'll stop Vulnerable and, I think, Frail. I'm actually looking at Reinforced Body. How many times do we sit with not enough useful cards to play, so we play Reinforced Body, and then we drown in block? What if we drown in Ultra Block? Of course. The answer was there all along. And now we get Chemex. Oh! Oh, hold your horses there. I like my random cost. It might finally be time for Capacitor. It might finally be time for Claw. Right, options. I want a better potion. Oh, Dupe Pot. Oh my god, Dupe Pot. Dupe Bias Cog. That's a win con. If only I'd upgraded my Panacea. The Gambler's Brew also gets me out of a bad situation. I think I chuck the Cultist Potion, take the Gambler's Brew. I'm always paranoid that I click get rid of the potion and then I end up buying this freaking attack. It's never happened, but it happens in my head. Capacitor's nice, but it's not actually that relevant with my calipers. So I have to wonder what's better, removing a strike or getting Capacitor, and it's probably removing the strike. Make my deck more consistent. It is massively fat, though. Quite like those extra 2 slots. I mean, they're not hugely important, but no, they don't win anything for me. Wait. Oh, okay. I thought that might have been a dupe potion because I thought it was shining, but no. I'd take a second dupe pot, that's for sure. What do we throw away our potion and buy this cultist potion? It is win condition for the heart, Kakan, and barrage. Nah, never happens. Goodbye, strike. Yeah, strike. Not even close to 200 gold. Alec was off his rocker. Alright, that was a decent enough... if you're ever at a merchant and there's more things you want to buy than you can, it's surely a good merchant. I know, Dicey, that's the bait I'm dangling to make a foolish brick for brain lose lobbyist call me out on. Alright, bricks for brains, what do we have for draw here? Bricks for draws. And Cold Snap Hollow, Cold Snap Defrag Plus, and cry a bit because I'm going to take quite a lot of damage. Or we think this turn is so bad that we Gambler's Brew already. Because it's pretty bad. Bad Philosopher's Stone situation here. But I do want the defrag down regardless. The All for One does bring back 0 costs, but it costs a fair bit itself. What a frustrating hand. Snap, Hollow, Snap, Gamble, Pot. Well, I wouldn't want to do that because what if we draw 0 cost Glacier? Then I'd far rather hollow that. I'm contemplating getting rid of all 5 of these cards with the Gambler Pot. You could even say that the Cold Snap doesn't advance the fight that much, so get rid of it. But if we are able to get some good focus going, then that should dig me out of this hole. 5 card draw. Hell, even Buffer would stop this coming in. But then I'm eating all of this. The Gambler's Potion is really powerful, so using it up early feels bad, but taking 36 also feels bad. How much would I really be taking? Bear in mind, next turn's a really big bad one, so I want to Pocket Watch next turn. If possible, of course. It might not be possible. Snap Hollow Snap is only blocking 9 of this. But it does set me up better for next turn. There's even just Defrag Cold Snap. And then a Hollow. And then we get our Pocket Watch and a little bit of focus set up. We take a lot of damage for it, but, you know, whatever. We have Lizard Tail for the really, really bad things happening, but I think I need Pocket Watch next turn. And if next turn really blows, then of course we Gambler Brew. But what about Art of War? Art of War makes me not want to play a Cold Snap. But it's not like I cool-headed instead. I just wish I had a better turn. That's what the Gambler's Brew is for, right? This could become a lot better without these here, but it's not like I have additional draw unless we get... screw it. Bye, 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 bye. Get me better, please. Yeah. Oh, that was bad. But I'd rather have this now than later. I don't think I get to Pocket Watch next turn. I just got to bite the bullet. Unless it's just defend... No, block as much as you can here. How much do I block by facing you? It's 50% more damage. So I end up taking 20 on the rear. You gain 6. I don't think it really matters which way I turn here. And I need to make sure I'm facing you for next turn anyway. You just defend, hollow, defend. I really want to Pocket Watch next turn, you have no idea. Sad. Bye, focus. Oh, I needed that focus. Okay. This made up for everything. Look at this freaking turn, man. Oh, I'm looking at this turn. Yeah, I better believe I'm looking at it. More. Whoops. Shouldn't have played that defend. That was foolish. Okay, don't worry about it. We're set up now. Kind of. We don't really have focus, but think of what we do have. We have bias cognition with no core surge, no panacea. I think that's okay. The argument is just win faster. I like that argument. That's a lot of damage coming my way. I never had an opportunity to turn around anyway. Oh well. Wait, am I set up? I'm not so sure anymore. Okay, I'm a bit more sure now. There's my panacea and my core surge to help me out a bit. What a call to make. The late game calls are maliciously bad to make. And of course, everybody's breathing down your neck with their superior ideas, right? I do want this thing to die. Do I want it to die so bad that I play more cards and ignore the pocket watch? Not really more cards, is it? It's one more card. I think it's worth it, though. Master Strat? I'd rather have Master Strat than the potential redraw. Please don't hit my focus. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I had Artifact anyway. I'm sure I wanted that in the redraw. Not so sure anymore. It's not dying yet. 6/6 is 36, but unless I'm willing to dupe pot it, which I'm not, we're in for a bad time. I'm blocking 25. $26, 7, 8. I need to block a bit more than that. Well, we have defend as well. So do I defend, cold snap, barrage? You're doing group block, which is a huge pain. How much do I want out of this fight? A dupe pot with bias cognition kills the heart outright. Skim could open up some opportunities, but it could also trap me into a corner. I don't have any extra energy to work with here. If I defend and cold snap... We got 28, 33, 41, 39. Oh, 39 is perfect. I could run the numbers again, but I could also not. Don't want to. Watch this. Lol. Okay, now maybe they're doing the lolling. Thank you, 3-cost glaciers. Ever my ally. All for one brings back a crappy defend. That certainly is crappy. But I do need to turn around and hit you. What the hell do I hit you with? All for one? Please don't say it's all for one. I guess at least all for one does get me a defend. Could get me zap as well. We're going places. The whack. Alright, enough of your nonsense. You need to go. Go away. That block is annoying. Because you're going to absorb this, but it's far less annoying than pretty much anything else you could do to me. Do I not even Glacier? With stack and reinforced body, you have to imagine that I don't need additional defense at this point. And all the energy in the... Oh, wait, no, pocket watch. No! No! How could I do this to myself? Unthinkable. Horrifying. Well, at least I got energy. I like energy. Phew, tough fight. Keeping the dupe pot for the heart fight, though, is going to be, I reckon, pivotal. I certainly hope it's pivotal. That's what I'm banking on. And time for you to go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we're having that. Well, hold on there. Seek comes in at random cost. But it can also seek something that randomly shuffled to 0 itself, so it has to be net positive. Alright, what in the world do we bottle? Yeah, not even close to 200 gold ceramic fish. Yeah, self-repair is completely useless. We could bottle buffer and definitely survive the big hit. Bottling bias cognition comes at a big risk of not coming alongside our artifact, but it comes in 2 flavors. If artifact is before bias cognition, but also before the heart's mega debuff, then the artifact is lost, and I must get this down, ideally with both artifacts. So I'm actually okay holding out on the double bias cog, provided I don't have to wait too long on it. Seek could really make turbo play. It certainly could, but we're asking quite a lot there. I think it might be bottle the buffer, so that the big hit never ever hurts me. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe we draw buffer and no block, and then that's bad. But I think it's worth it. The alternative is bottle defrag, so we already have 2 focus ready to go from the start. It's a much safer bet. And we also have Lizard Tail to protect us from the big hit, so maybe we don't need to be protected twice from it. Yeah, go on then. Alright, Heart. I've come a long way with this Crummy Robot. Ooh. The super safe bet is just to dupe the 1-cost defrag. I should have bottled Core Surge, not Core Surge, Base Cognition, because we got both of our artifact with it. But this is actually bad. Now both of the artifact block this, which is not what I wanted to do. I could still block the vulnerable. Could block the vulnerable and the frail, just dupe the defrag and play this a bit more normally. Because I think going for more is being greedy. Because I even have the opportunity to dupe my defrag and get Glacier up. All for One gets the Panacea back later, yeah, but that is asking for All for One to appear when I need it to. I think I should Core Surge the vulnerability. Defrag. I can't get both the Glaciers down like that, which is unfortunate. Could also not play the Core Surge, and then we have just defrag Glacier, Glacier. Yeah, just defrag Glacier, Glacier gets me Pocket Watch and Art of War for next turn, which is pretty damn good. What a time to get Valatoned. Didn't look too bad on my end. It's kind of a shame because hollowing the Glacier, I could have a pretty powerful Frost building turn 1 here. So how important is that Pocket Watch? It's pretty important. Nah, because a hollow Glacier doesn't really do anything that Glacier doesn't. Yeah, don't be greedy. Do not be greedy here. Be a little bit greedy? Being a little bit greedy has to be okay, right? Yeah, a little bit greedy. We can do it. Yeah, I was contemplating a lot of things, not least of all that Dupe Pot ruins Pocket Watch. Hey, look, there's All for One. Oh right, he's got the Philo Stone. This turn hurts like hell. And that Glacier wasn't free. The hologram, on the other hand, is, so I can actually all for one hollow the glacier. Don't really think it's worth doing things like that right now. The beat of death, the health concerns are too high. Brings back Panacea, Strike, and Hologram, so I actually need a bit of space in my hand. Need a bit of space. So yeah, this brings back 1, 2, 3 cards, which I have space for. Oh yeah, well no, it's not all for one. Wait, is it all for one infinite? With calipers? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Not... no, it's not infinite, because it's not block positive. 2 cards played, 4 beat of death. There was no zero cost block, was there? Yeah, no zero cost block, I'm afraid. Not positive because I'm frail. Infinite is a crutch. Well, like we said, it's not infinite. So I'd rather just bring back the glacier. Sure. Better start stacking my artifact then. It can't do any more bad things to me. Yeah, get this, find a way to get my other one down before we double the other one. We don't have to double it, right? We're being very, very greedy by even contemplating that doubling. Alright, that's looking pretty damn good for the block. Could be better, but what couldn't? This is slightly positive, but I'd rather not see the slimed again. Slight positivity. 20, yeah, we're taking a bit. I could just give him a tickle. Let him know I mean business. Didn't break anything. Wait, did it break Art of War? Alright, the lizard is here for this turn being ass. Doesn't have to be ass, though. I could just one-time bias cognition here with Seek right now. And I think I should. Duping it is foolish. Yeah, because we essentially have our win con right now. What am I going to dupe then? Yeah, I could also go and fetch a buffer to laugh this off. But the bias cog does that as well, right? 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Looped again. We're being very greedy holding out for that double bias cog. Too greedy for words. No, because the time it takes to dupe it, I'm missing a lot of opportunity to build up my calipers. It's foolish. Just take it. Thwack. Alright, we're in a pretty damn good place with this setup. But how do I deal damage to this guy? Last time we did it by just playing cards and building up a bajillion block. You have to believe that's good. So do I. Pocket watch, help me out. Duping loop would be good. Yeah, duping loop plus is probably the better option here. And there's my opportunity to do so. I could also, like, dupe a reinforced body for a Gorillion block, but I won't. That is not the one I want on the front. I guess. He's still hurting me pretty hard, though. I should not be overconfident about this fight. I have no good reason to be. Got slightly more reason to be. Hardcast. I'm trying difficult to resist the urge to just think it's GG, but I should resist. More block is still badly needed. All for one brings back virtually nothing. Probably reinforced body then, right? Yeah, time for a big old mega reinforce. Have I got enough energy yet? Master strategy comes in at a reasonable time. This guy does still need to die, though. I want this one next on the front so it can be evoked for guerrillions of damage. Thank you, Loop. Is that enough damage yet? Oh, is that enough damage yet, right? He's ripping through my calipers like nobody's business. Well, two can play at that game. His big hits are the least of my concern. It's a multi-attack that destroys me, so I really, really, really need to kill him in the next few turns. So if I can manage that. I gotta get that strike dummy value, right? A little dangerous not to have the frost on the front, but only a little. Should have defended first when I'm playing at. Take this fight seriously, Jake, or it's gonna take you. I also should put a little bit more thought into the value of pocket watching. Kind of want that on the front, don't I? So I can ruin his day. Multi-hit destroys me, by the way. He's about to get strength +5. But he does need to die, and that's currently not what I'm doing. So do I ball lightning, reinforce? Or is there anything I can all for one here? Might actually be Glacier Reinforce, get that in the front, and then we Pocket Watch for more opportunity to draw a Colossal Dark Orb on him. Also get block set up for the big hit. Alright, go for it. Just try me. Oh, he really, really is. Oh, jeez, I did not get my my dual cast, but do I even hold out for dual cast? I have to kill him in 3 turns, but we do draw dual cast within that time, and then I just need to do 64 additional damage. Alternatively, I think I can do better. Not really. Almost nothing here is worth playing. Almost nothing. Although now it doesn't need to be dual cast, does it? Well, not really. Just as well, because dual cast isn't here. That's a bit annoying. Barrage did come here. Yeah, dual cast is there next turn. Oh, I have to kill him between this turn and next, though. Ah, hologram is here, so I could barrage, yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. GG. Don't play another card, because it could be not GG. No, it is guaranteed GG. Cool-headed withdrawn to dual cast. Alright, nice one. Good thing we picked up that Dark Orb, eh? Imagine not having it. Ah, easy fight. Easy victory for the robot. Never wasn't worried. Yeah, it feels good having calipers. And the robot can make such good use of the calipers. Better than the Better than the ladies. There's an argument for Ironclad. Feel no pain. Big chunky block cards. There we go. Doesn't that look a whole lot better than 0, 0, 0, 0? Now I have to figure out who to put on the chopping block for risk next time. Definitely getting better. Better overall. Much better with Chad, but it feels good. It's interesting to play a game for years, and by now I have played this game for years. I think 2 of them. Maybe even longer. How far back does this thing go? Could have sworn there's a way for it. Here we go. I thought there was a way to check your date here. Ah, here we go. Whee! All because of that animation throwdown game. Yeah. We started playing 2.5 years ago. And it's not really a game I've obsessed over. Just been a nice regular thing to come back to. And I feel pretty satisfied with how I'm doing here. Now imagine if they added a 4th character. Let's not think about a possible 4th character. I'm sure she would be broken. Okay, so I think we had pretty much all of our low rolls at the start, right? Hungry Face, Ceramic Fish. Had a difficult-ish time in Act 2, right? There was a lot of resting. But we trounced the Colosseum and that prayer wheel, the doom and gloom card. Yeah, just plain sailing, right? Good fight with the robot, and we didn't even need to boss swap. Of course, you know what that means. Those that believed in the heart perishing tonight get to enjoy their points. It's not a lot of points, but you should still be congratulated on making a good call. Does the heart perish? Hell yes. Is that the actual wording? Does the heart perish tonight? And by my count, it is still tonight, so hell yes. And of course, what is the point on winning? And frankly, losing, if we don't congratulate the winners and lambast the bloody losers. So please show me the prediction outcome. There we go. If anything is too big. Whoop. Yeah, so big congratulations, especially to Rottenbart and Chumrow. They saw the writing on the wall for the heart. They put in the full $250,000, and they step out being really rather rich. Wetness and G-Pick and Zalebtin Shadow. Our amazing Florida Man, Frozen Kaiser, Kraywin Gravoid, and Phobos, all smoking the points. But from where did these points come? These losers! Oh, JJ, I thought we were closer than that. JJ and I have peaked together more times than I can count now, and we also assassinated Andarius right at the peak today. Malbite and Blubber and Defect, they're losers. Complete and utter bloody losers with not a single achievement to their life, so why should we even bother reading their names out? And could you believe it, Abaddon, whose name we used for the seed, decided it would be a seed of losing? I can't believe you're my god. Speaking of gods, we'll be trying to praise Abaddon tomorrow with more dominions, and we'll probably have that spill into the day after. So until I am back with those, here's a cheers and a cheerios.